Mariem, do you want to share maybe how your day to day looks like? I assume it's also not the same, but it would be great to share a little bit of how you take on that managing role.
Yeah, of course. So I don't work with the products as much as I did when I started my career. But it's kind of interesting because even as it like, let's call the products are more people, right? Because you're managing people and getting people to do certain things that are in the company's best interest and all of that. It tends to be very similar to what Sophia was saying. So you're looking at how things currently work, and then you know what your end condition is. And sometimes it's like you're iterating on a current process and trying to improve on what you currently have. And other times it's creating something from scratch. And we kind of, I mean, we always like to say, let's make mistakes, but let's not make the same mistake over and over again, only new mistakes. That's kind of our rule. And then we always do a debrief, like, what did we learn after this mistake, right? We tried something, it's part of our DNA, right? Innovation, it's part of who we are. So that means mistakes are going to happen. That means, you know, some things are not going to work out, and that's fine as long as we learn from it and are able to move from that. So my job is a lot. Some of it is project based. So if I have like a project in inventory, then the next 2 months will be, you know, I'll be at the warehouse working with the team regularly. I could have an accounting project or little different things in different departments, customer service. So my day-to-day looks pretty different. I do like to keep the mornings to myself. So I kind of block my first 2 hours of the workday, and that's when I do like my deeper thinking type of work. Because once the day gets crazy, I'm just meeting after meeting after meeting. And sometimes if I don't block out that time for me to actually do something, it feels like nothing got accomplished. So for me, it's a little more about knowing, like, it's about prioritizing. I think that's probably the most powerful thing I've learned in my career. And understanding like what needs to get done now versus what can be done at a later time, and then scheduling it. And then what things I need to do versus someone else on my team can do them potentially even better than me, right? So understanding like what I can delegate, and then working with the team, you know, to let them go through their mistakes and helping grow the team, helping grow the leadership. That's what I really enjoy doing. And sometimes there's fires, and that's how it is. And there's the fire, and that takes all your attention and derails your plan completely. But for the most part, it's just about understanding what my core goals are for the week and making sure things are on track. And that usually means working with different departments and the interface between departments. That's also the really fun parts, because once you get people to work together, then you get a really powerful team.